Okay. We got a task ahead, friends. Friends, do we have a task ahead of ourselves? Um, it is time for us to go through my Goodreads, and in specific, my want to read list. Now, this list is big. This list is over 200 books. Um, and I think it's time to weed it out. I have done this once before. I'm going to say it was a few years ago, though. And so it is time for us to lock in, refresh. We are halfway through the year. And so I'm taking it upon myself to reevaluate what I'm bringing into my house, what I want to read, uh, and prioritizing reading books I have as well. That's a whole nother video that'll be coming soon. But for now, I want to sit down with you, relax, and go through books that have been on this TBR for potentially, I think, over 5 years. So without further ado, let's get to the task at hand. Make yourself comfortable, y'all, because this is going to take a minute. I am going to try and be decisive and really go with how I initially feel, because this is a long list and I just feel like having, well, let's, you guys, let's pull it up. Let's get on the same page. So, my want to read currently has 251 books on it. Nothing wrong with having a lot of books you want to read, right? Especially if reading is one of your main hobbies, like myself. But I do think we're at a place where we can weed some of these out. So, this actually is going from my first shelved book to my most recent. So, we're starting at the very beginning. And this book I shelved in 2017, y'all. I've had Goodreads for a hot minute. I am inspired to hopefully eventually move this platform, but it is hard when you already have invested so many years. You know what it's like. But, anyways, right here at the top, we have the 4 Agreements and the Mastery of Love. Both of these are going to stay. I'm very intrigued in them still, and have been for a long time. So I would love to at least pick one of those up. I think I will leave both for now, though. Okay, The Raven Boys, I know was like OG, probably book 2, but honestly, like, everyone was reading this, everyone loves this, and I think I do want to leave it. Salt to the Sea, I know this is like a historical fiction, right? Let's take a look here. Well, the Titanic and are both well-documented disasters. The single greatest tragedy in the maritime history is a little known. Oh. Soviet submarine, a German cruise liner that was supposed to ferry wartime personnel and refugees to safety. But it's historical fiction. She wrote Between Shades of Grey. I think for now I am going to remove this. You guys, if you end up telling me, like, you guys can give me your 2 cents, right? I do not read a lot of historical fiction. And so for now, I'm going to just remove that, and that is one I can come back to. I don't know about this Ally Carter book series. I remember loving the first one, but again, I read it in probably 2016, so I was like 17 years old. But honestly, it could still be enjoyable. I just don't know if it wouldn't hit as hard returning to it. I think I'm going to remove it for now, because obviously I have the first book on my read, so if I did want to come back to it, I know where I'm at in the series. Red Rising, I do want to read. Y'all, see, people be stumbling on Red Rising right now, but it's been on my TBR since 2017. I'm not trying to brag. Okay, because clearly I haven't even read it, so what would I be bragging about, please? Everyone's an alien when you're an alien too. I feel like I've heard really cute things about this one, and it is a graphic novel, so it'd be easy to pick up, so let's leave that. All the Light We Cannot See, I'm tempted to remove. I know people love it as well, but I'm just not sure if it's a genre like I'm ready to pick up. I might honestly own it physically. See, I don't even know, but I might. And so in that case, I'd add it back. We're going to remove it for now, and if I find it on my shelf, then maybe it'll get added back. Don't hate me for all these decisions, but like, please tell me if there's something I should re-add. This book has always sounded cute, but it definitely seems very YA. I do want to read Six of Crows. Watership Down, I do want to read. I do have this on my shelf. I have a special edition. And Ember in the Ashes, I'm still interested in. The Diviners, yes. Let's see about this one. Magical realism, lyrical prose, and the pain and passion of a human love haunt this hypnotic generational saga. On a quest to understand her peculiar disposition and a growing desire to fit in with her peers, 16-year-old Ava ventures into the wider world, prepared for what she might discover. I think we will leave that because it does sound interesting and I know people love it. For now, I'm going to remove The Handmaid's Tale. It's not that it doesn't seem like an important read. I just don't see myself picking it up right now. The Compound Effect, jumpstarting your income, your life, and your success. I don't know if I should take that off or leave it. The Infernal Devices, I do want to read. Spinning Silver, yes. I have on my shelf The Nightingale. I do want to try to actually read The Nightingale. We'll remove this for now. I feel like the world has changed so much. Who knows if that's even relevant anymore, unfortunately. Okay, House of Earth and Blood, yes. I am still interested in A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Zorgamazoo is a children's book, but I have it. I don't know if I want to read Crazy Rich Asians. I've seen the show. I read a lot of romance. I think I'm okay to maybe not read it. Attachment, I do want to read. I think it's very interesting. Psychological stuff. Boundaries, yes. The Vanishing Half, I believe I still have on my shelf. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. The Constant Gardener. Let's open the one and The Constant Gardener. And honestly, Honey Girl. I don't remember any of these, like what any of them are about. How far would you go to find the one? A simple DNA test is all it takes. Just a quick mouth swab, and soon you'll be matched with your perfect partner and the one you were genetically made for. This kind of gives, okay, it's more of a thriller. Because it kind of gives dystopian. I don't know. It doesn't actively intrigue me, but at the same time, I'm sure it's a really good novel and it has a lot of good reviews. The Constant Gardener is a magnificent exploration of the New World Order by one of the most compelling and elegant storytellers of our time. The novel opens in northern Kenya with a gruesome murder. When he sets out on a personal odyssey to uncover the mystery of her death, what he finds could make him not only a suspect among his colleagues, but a target. I'll leave that one. And then Honey Girl. I don't know. Some of my friends rated this one kind of low. So I think I will remove it. Although some of that plot intrigues me, I think we will go ahead and remove it for now. I also said I would remove the one for now. I'm sure it's a very interesting read. It just isn't speaking to me. And I'm going to keep The Constant Gardener. Okay. Before She Knew Him, I feel like for a while I was into these, what are they called? Like suburban thrillers. but I haven't read them in a long time. Oh, I unhauled The Midnight Library, so we are going to get rid of that. Anxious People is on the list, but I have books from him I want to read before that, so I almost want to remove it and come back to it, if that makes sense. Okay. Y'all. We might have bit off more than we could chew here, okay? But we're going to get through these books. We are. So, before she knew him, Hen and her husband, Lloyd, have settled into a quiet life in a new house outside of Boston, Massachusetts. She's an illustrator, works out of her studio nearby, and has found the right meds to control her bipolar disorder. Finally, she has some stability and peace. Sometimes I do like these, so that's why I'm like torn. I might leave this on here because when you're in the mood for a psychological suburban thriller, you're in the mood for that. Okay. I heard really good things about Chasing Lucky, so I think for now we will leave that one on there as well. And there are some differences. Okay, Imagine America very similar to our own. It's got homework, best friends, and pistachio ice cream. There are some differences. This America has been shaped dramatically by the magic monsters' knowledge and legends of its people, those indigenous and those not. Some of these forces are charmingly everyday, like the ability to make an orb of light appear or travel across the world through rings of fungi. But other forces are less charming and should never see the light of day. So this is a YA queer mystery fantasy. It's a lot to balance. There. I don't know. A lot of people seem a little disappointed in this one, and I don't think I have it on my shelf. So I think I will remove it for now. Okay, I hate removing books because I'm like, well, I don't know if I'd like them. But at the same time, I think it's beneficial to kind of get a clear head and clear some of these off. So The Song of Achilles, I have in Sally Rooney's Beautiful World, Where Are You? I definitely want to read her whole backlist, so I'm going to leave that. There are a handful of books here. I do want to read eventually Chanel Miller's Know My Name. I just feel like it's going to be a tough read. So it does just keep sitting there, doesn't it? Okay. The reading list. I'm sure this is good, you guys. I just don't know if I care to read that. It's a debut. We'll leave it. It's got some good reviews, some good quotes. And I think being alone also intrigues me, especially with moving as frequently as I do. So we'll leave that. The Will to Change. I know a lot of people have some big debates on bell hooks. So I'm trying to decide if I leave that or if I take it off. And honestly, I think I do own Every Last Secret, so I'm going to leave that. For your own good, let's look at these three. And I do own You Deserve Each Other. I want to keep that. The Atlas 6, I don't know if I'm interested, honestly. I might pick it up at some point, but it's just not on the forefront of my brain. And then here we have Ghosts of Harvard. Oh my gosh, this is like a Buffy retelling or Buffy universe one, and I fear I might have to keep it there. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, I'm keeping. The Last Time I Lied, yeah, I'm not going to keep this, Riley Sager. I'm sure it's fine. I just have qualms about this man writing from women's perspectives and blah, blah, blah. I got lots of opinions, so I don't know if I'll pick that up. Okay, let's look at these 5 books and see if I want to keep them all on here before I flip the page. The Will to Change, Men, Masculinity, and Love. Everyone needs to love and be loved, even men. But to know love, men must be able to look at their ways that patriarchal culture keeps them from knowing themselves, from being in touch with their feelings, from loving. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of mixed feelings. Some people do love this. Um, some people do not. I think for now I'm going to remove it. It doesn't feel like something I'm ready to dig into, but again, y'all can let me know if you loved it. So I do have some middle grades on here, and this is one of them, The Strangers. This is about the Greystone kids. I don't know. I feel like here's what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to remove it because I do have so many middle grades on my shelf that I want to read more. And I rarely feel like reading middle grade. I think it's great sometimes here and there, but yeah, I just don't think I'm going to get to that one as quickly as some other ones. So for now, we'll remove it. For your own good, Teddy Crutcher has won Teacher of the Year at the esteemed Belmont Academy, home to the best and brightest. He says his wife couldn't be more proud, though no one has seen her in a while. Teddy really can't be bothered with the death of a school parent that's looking more and more like murder, or the student digging a little too deep into Teddy's personal life. His main focus is in pushing these kids to their full academic potential. All he wants is for his colleagues and the endless meddlesome parents to stay out of his way. It's really too bad that sometimes excellence can come at such a high cost. I mean, I like the sound of it. It's giving academia, it's giving drama. Not this review. An adult who drinks milk. Okay. I mean, there are definitely varied opinions, but I think I'll leave it. Sounds entertaining. Ghosts of Harvard. A Harvard freshman becomes obsessed with her schizophrenic brother's suicide. Then she starts hearing voices. I don't know. I don't know. We'll think on it. Okay, this is Little Secrets. Marion had the perfect life. Married to her college sweetheart, she owned a chain of upscale hair salons, and Derek runs his own company. They're admired in their community and are a loving family until their world falls apart the day their son, Sebastian, is taken. I've never read anything by Jennifer Hillier. I mean, mostly this has good reviews, so I think I'm going to keep Little Secrets, and I think I'll take off Ghosts of Harvard. Okay. The Push is one I have been contemplating reading, but I know it is also very upsetting and a little wild. I think I'm going to remove it just because I don't know. Sometimes those books interest me, sometimes they don't. Green Glass House, I am still interested in for sure. Okay, on to the next page. Y'all, the toughest battles are given to the strongest soldiers. Am I right? Because my gosh. This is some hard work. But we're doing it. We're getting through it. And then we'll be on the other side. How many books did we start with? 251. So it'd be nice to get honestly closer to 200, like removing 50 books from this list. That would feel fabulous. Okay. A Pinch of Magic. I think I'm going to leave that. I am going to remove A Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I just don't see that being up my alley at the moment. And I did just pick this up at the thrift store. So hopefully Bunny interests me. I have Something in the Water on my shelf, and the Book of Cold Cases sounded really interesting. Let me open this one because I remember being so intrigued by the synopsis, but I'm like, the reviews don't look amazing, right? Like a 3.4 does not sound great. Thursday Murder Club still would pick up. Sunbear Trier. Wolf Gone Wild. I feel like people are giving it too hard of a time. I'm still interested. Killers of a Certain Age, I think I have on audio. Gosh, Grace, gosh. Read your freaking books. Okay, we'll leave these. I own those. Mary Jane, I actually think would be fun to read this summer. Writers and Lovers, I own. Wildwood. I have that one, I think. The Maidens. For now, I think I'll remove the Maidens. But that doesn't mean, well, his books are usually very readable. Let's just look at that one. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I have on my shelf. Go Hex Yourself, I think we can remove. Recommended for You, I think we will also remove. How to Be Eaten, I'm still interested in. But let me open it up to be sure, and I have Better Than Fiction on my shelf. All right, y'all. Come on, y'all. How far are we in? We're only on page 3. Dear Lord, but hopefully towards the end, we won't be removing quite as many books. I hope you're drinking a glass of water while you're watching with me. I hope we're making this time productive together. You're folding your laundry, doing something. Even if you're just sitting there. Love to be part of your day. But this is a timely? This is a time-consuming activity. Okay. Celeste is the talk of the town when she moves to Montana from Montreal. But the only friend she makes is Vivi, the heir to the town's name and a social pariah. Inspired by a passion-fueled school incident, they begin writing a love story fanfic between the popular guy and the school stoner, one that gradually reveals Celeste's past. While their bond makes Celeste feel safe and alive again, Vivi keeps prodding Celeste to turn fantasy into reality. When they finally try one drunken night on a mountainside, Celeste is the one who ends up kissing Golden Boy, Jose. And Jose ends up dead. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if this one would hit for me or not. I think I'll remove it for now. And honestly, I see a lot of my friends who have reviewed this have not been happy with The Maiden, so I think I'll remove that as well. And then How to Be Eaten. I think I'm going to remove. You guys, we just got to weed some things out here. It's not to say these books aren't worth anyone's time, but we only got so much time. So I'm going to remove those two. And then what was the other one? Oh, yeah, we made it all up. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Just not quickly. Okay. Ghosted, obviously, Michelle Obama's memoir for sure. Lucy by the Sea. Yes. Keeping those. This is refreshing my memory on some things I've been wanting to pick up. But obviously my TBR has to take precedence. But anyways, okay. Just My Type. Do I have this on my shelf? I definitely have something by her on my shelf, and I don't know. I think it is this one. So we'll leave it. Legendborn for sure. Want to get to The House, which sounds great. I have this on my shelf. This on my shelf. This sounded super cute. That's on my shelf, but I actually am going to remove it from the TBR. And here's why. This might make no sense, okay? I might go back on every single thing I've said. But if I'm already reading this series, I don't know if I need the next one on my want to read because, like, I'm going to pick it up if I'm enjoying the series. It's not something I need to have logged. But that might entirely change once I put my entire physical TBR into Goodreads, which I do think is going to happen. So that book might come back. Whatever. We're living in the moment, and if we have to do something different later, we will. My Roommate's a Vampire. I do have that on my shelf. I know it has some mixed thoughts. Scarlet Princess. Has good reviews, but let's double check what that was. Be My Ghost sounded like a fun little cozy one that I haven't heard a lot about. And this is another middle grade that I'm curious about. I have Curious Tides on the shelf. Thief's Gambit. We'll look at that one a little deeper. Spells for Forgetting. The Last Housewife. Suddenly a Murder. I feel like that one might get removed. And then The Wedding Ringer. I don't know. Let's look at these. Ooh, I'm really curious on a lot of these. So let's go through these 4 and then come back, because some of these aren't sounding like things I really know anything about. Oh my gosh, I can read the little description right there. Okay, whatever. We're fully opening them. So, the Scarlet Princess. If y'all hear, oh my God, if y'all hear someone mowing, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. They don't listen to me. I don't own this establishment. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I feel like I'm just getting wound up sitting here doing this, to be frank. But this is good. This is good. I hope y'all follow my lead and y'all clean out your TBRs as well. Okay. A reckless princess, an enemy kingdom, and a mistake that could cost her everything. Princess Rowan thought she knew her place in the world. She never expected to feel like an outsider. She certainly never imagined she would fall in love, least of all with a man from a barbarian kingdom half a world away. But when series of missteps land her in the hands of the people she was brought up to hate, she is forced to reconsider everything she thought she knew about both lands. I love a story like that. Yeah, we're leaving her. I love that type of story. Okay. Thief's Gambit is a YA mystery, which typically I do enjoy. Inheritance Game meets Ocean 11. I might listen to this one, so I'm going to leave it on there. Suddenly a murder in a 1920s theme party where it's all pretend until one of them is murdered. One of us is lying, meets and knifes out. I think that was the combo that made me interested in reading. I don't know. I might leave it, honestly, just for something easy to listen to when I'm kind of in a rut. I think I'm going to remove this one, and I'm sure it's perfectly fine, but I have so much romance on my shelves. I think I just can't keep carrying these. So for now, we'll remove that. And then what else were we going to remove from that list? Nothing. We're keeping those other ones on. Okay. The Vanquishers, which I think is kind of like Scooby-Doo adjacent, perhaps, or maybe Nancy Drew like. I feel like that's why it made it onto the list. Little Thieves I want to read. Do Your Worst I'm okay with removing. Sometimes I don't mark DNFs, especially because Goodreads doesn't let you. But I started that one and didn't finish. And then My Dear Henry, Jekyll and Hyde remix. I would be interested in that. I think she does a pretty good job retelling when she dabbles in it. Okay, y'all, we're on to the next page. We're going to keep cruising. I am going to remove the Hurricane Wars. Honestly, I just got a lot of fantasy on the shelves, right? I do want to start the Blood and Steel series. I'm keeping the Burning Witch, Slaying the Shadow Prince. I might remove that for now. Not that I'm not interested in it, but more so I want to focus on her other series. So if I love that, that might get added back in. The Haunting of Hill House. I don't know. I'm like, should I read it? I've watched it though. I think we'll leave it for now. I do want to read The Serpent and the Wings of Night, but I know like the series drops off drastically, so that's a concern. The Bandit Queens is something I hear no one talking about, but thought it sounded so interesting. I think the Starling House, I just don't think that is actually up my alley. And then that other one there, The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, that one is a YA. No, a middle grade. I think it's a middle grade, but it did sound fun. I just picked up, again at the thrift store, the Book Club Hotel. So we'll leave it. I will leave The Song of the Marked. Snowed In. Am I still interested in reading that? I guess so. I did not like the first one, I believe. Sorry, not sorry. It just wasn't for me. Betting on You. Yeah. All That Consumes Us. I'm going to look deeper into that. And Artifacts of an Ex. And there's something about Mary. I have a lot. Oh my gosh. I have a lot of Christmas ones right here. Let's start with these two and then go into the Christmas ones. Holy smoly. Okay. my lips disgusting in this whole video? Guys, I think my lips are drying off as we speak. I need a chapstick. Somebody get a girl a chapstick. Oh. Ninth house meets the dead in the dark gothic. Yeah, no. I think I'm okay. I don't read a lot of dark academia. If I dabble, I'll come back. I think I'm going to remove this for now. I have a lot of YA romance to read that's more highly rated and higher on my list. So, all right, those are gone. Those are gone. Moving up, moving on. Where were we? We have all these Christmas romances, you guys. Beartown is staying. Snow Child's staying. Scrooge and the Girls Next Door. Merry Xmas. Okay, do I have a lot by her on here? Courtney and Catherine Walsh. Okay. Baggage Claim. I think I'll leave those, you guys. I don't know. It's nice to have options for Christmas romances, and those aren't as like readily in my brain. So I think I'm just gonna leave them. I do want to read Bridget Jones' Diary. I should read that soon. So much to read. Okay. I am gonna remove this because, like I said, I already have the first one on here, so I don't feel a need to have the second one at the moment. Night Strider, I'm very interested in. I feel like I never ended up hearing anything about this book. Grove Hollow Metamorphosis. The year is 1985, and 18-year-old Jade is about to discover her family holds a secret that will change her life forever. Jade moves into the family's grand mansion with her aunt, where she begins to uncover a scandalous history. As she adjusts to her new life in a private school, she struggles to navigate social hierarchy, divides her friends, the misfits from the populars, jocks, cheerleaders, blah, 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 blah. When she finds a cursed locket connected to a ghost named William, her life turns. Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, we gonna leave that. We're leaving that. Okay. A little Danny Phantom, anyone? Come on now. Okay. Dreams Lie Beneath. I do want to read Rebecca Ross, all of her stuff, and I have this on the shelf. I have this on the shelf. This one I think I can remove. Let me double check. I don't know if it's what I'm thinking it is. YA fantasy, standalone fantasy, which is nice. A rebellious witch undertakes a last-ditch quest to restore magic to the medieval Wales as two princes vie for her heart. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. Some people I follow did not love that, and I think it is best we just cut our losses. Now, here's the thing. Lexi Ryan, people are not often fans of her series, but this is like the spin-off. I'm going to keep it there for now. Familiar. I do want to read at some point. Yes. Again, I'm going to remove that. Lore of the Wilds. I remember people reading at the time. Got too much going on, and then I'm going to remove the second one of that series as well. Sometimes it's nice like to keep on your radar, but if I haven't even touched the first one, it's just not doing much. The Perfect Sun. Sometimes I do read a Frida. Like sometimes you just need one to pull you out of the slumps. Let's look at these two. I do want to keep that one on there. Manacled. I do want to read that, you guys, but how do I even read that at this point, right? Because it's getting traditionally published. Okay. Mrs. Cass, we were hoping your son could answer a few questions about the girl who disappeared last night. Erica Cass has a perfect family and a perfect life until the evening when two detectives show up at her front door. A high school girl has vanished from Erica's quiet suburban neighborhood. Those quiet suburban neighborhoods, y'all. The police suspect the worst. Murder. And Erica's son was the last person to see her alive. I mean, like, people didn't love this one. I'll remove it. Sometimes her books, like, do any of them really receive 5 stars? I don't know. But they're enjoyable. Forbidden. Okay. Forbidden Love. Maddie Stevens, one of you guys suggested this to me, I think, like a hot minute ago. Maddie Stevens has never felt good enough. Not good enough to keep her parents' love, not good enough to be independent, stop being her brother's problem, not good enough to build a future she wants. Her physical therapist turns out to be a tank-shaped grouch who doesn't seem to like her that much. A little forbidden. Oh, it's got a lot of poor reviews though too. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what to do. Okay. Better than before. I do think I want to leave that there because I forget that they have little, excerpts or whatever. Prequels. There we go. I am still interested in this one, and I know it's a debut. On these Black Sands, Savage Lands. Let's just keep one of those for now. The Witch Queen, the Witch Collector. Okay. Heavenly Bodies is on my shelf. The Winter King is interesting. I got this read to me by my librarian when I was little, so it's gonna stay because I kind of want to reread. The Book That Won't Burn. Bitter Thorn. Let's double check what this is. As you guys can see, I'm getting less and less patient with this process, but at least I'm doing anything. Okay. Queer YA fantasy. Blumwald is a town overshadowed by an ancient curse. In a sinister castle in the depths of the wild wood lives a monstrous witch. Once a generation, she comes to claim a companion to return with her, never to be seen again. I think people are liking this one for the most part, so let's leave that on the list and move on to page 7. And we have 11 pages. We're getting there. Keep. Okay, we're getting to a spot where I want to keep more. I don't know if that even appeals to me. I think I also started that and didn't get very far. Nothing Like the Movies is on my shelf, but I've already read the first one, so we'll leave it because that is the next book I'm on. Okay. I feel like I might end up reading that, but I want to read her other novel first. So I have that on the shelf. I'm still interested in this, so we'll leave it. The rom-commers. Okay. I've heard subpar things there and this one as well, so I think both of those are going to go. Oh, I was going to do a little mystery moment. I love to do some mysteries in the summer, so honestly, this is something I really want to pick up. And like I said, I already have the first one on here and have not read it, so we're taking that second one off. I am interested in that. I forget who recommended that, but we'll leave it. I'll double check about that one. These two, I'm not sure about keeping on here, to be honest. Whoopsies. We'll open both of those. I started reading this and it just wasn't like speaking to me, but that doesn't mean it wasn't going to be interesting. I think I'll remove that. Yes. Okay. Let's see about these ones. So, Little Monsters. Casey is a new girl in Broken Falls. When she moves in with her father, she steps into a brand new life, a life with a stepbrother, a stepmother, and strangers to fall, an adoring younger half-sister. It's eerily charming, with the wild highs and lows of the old one she loved, with her volatile mother. But Casey will never be able to ask because Bailey never made it home. Suddenly, Broken Falls doesn't seem as welcoming after all. I don't know. Lots of people think it's generic. But I'm usually not quite as picky when it comes to like this type of story. We'll see. This one, I've found that people are just not that interested in it. And like tons of threes. I think we'll let that one go. This one I started and I was like, I don't think it's going to work for me. And this I know people have loved, but also people find it very messy. So let's do our due diligence and get some of these off the list for now. It doesn't mean I can't come back to them one day, but it does mean at this moment in time, they're goners. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of, honestly, all of those. But look at us cleaning up, refreshing our lives. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Where's that last one I was wanting to remove? Oh my god, I DNF'd this one. It was terrible. It was terrible. Okay. Yeah, this is a process because we're getting rid of everything. There it is. Okay. Cute concept. It's not going to happen for me at the moment. Okay. Talking at night. Heard it's very similar to normal people. Need to assess that. I do want to read this. Do want to read that. And I have actually finished this. So the review will be coming soon. Annibot. Yes. Yes. I don't know why I have like the third book on here. I haven't read the first one. Come on, Grace. Come on. Again, here, Spiral. I haven't read the first one. Put the first one on DNF right now. But that one was more just, it's not for me at this moment. Yes. I'm conflicted on this one, but I think I will remove it for right now. I started it and I wasn't interested. That doesn't mean I won't come back, but have it on my shelf. Wait, did I just remove this? Did I just remove that? I don't know. You guys, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I read Deep End. Why is it still on my TBR? I definitely reviewed it too. Why does it do this? Red. Go away. Okay. This I will remove because I haven't read the third one. Oathbound I'm going to remove because I haven't read the first one. Holy moly, Grace. All Hail Chaos. I am so excited for that one. It stays because I've read the first. Read the first of that. Curious about those still. Just picked this up. Sword Heart. Yes. I think all of these for the most part. See, girl, what are we doing? Goodbye. Hemlock and Silver. Yeah, I'm still interested. Okay. Favorites have on the shelf. Really want to pick it up. Just haven't. Okay, we are almost there, you guys. Oh my gosh. And you guys are going to be so excited when you hear how many books down we are. Okay. I think I kept this one because it's a 2025 release and I want to read the first one and maybe try and get the arc. So I think I actually will leave that. This one, I'm sure it's enjoyable, but I've been seeing it on my list. I'm like, I don't think that's really something I care about. Something I really care about right there. This one, I'm unsure about. It comes out soon. This one I am going to remove. I know some people actually did like it. There's so much controversy around it. I just don't even want to be a part of what's going on there. Was this on here twice, you guys? I swear it was just on the last page too. Okay. These are recent additions to my TBR for the most part, so I am interested in all of them. I'm thinking about removing this because I just haven't loved anything I've read from her, and it's just like the writing style does not happen or work for me or whatever it is. So I think we will just let that be. Yes, very excited for some of these. And then Didn't we see that on here twice? I just want to double check that. Yeah. It's here and then it's there. So I guess I will delete the second one that's not put in my 2025 release folder. But obviously, I care a lot about this book. So Thrown for a Loop is the one we're going to look at. Fans suspect that the bad boy of hockey has a few skeletons in his closet. They have no idea he also has a sparkly bodysuit. Hashtag toe pick. See, this is why I am still interested in this one, because that's so cutting edge coded. I think I keep it on. Oh, and it's like there are no real reviews. Why are people reviewing it without saying absolutely anything? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Yeah, we're going to keep that on there. I don't like it when people do that. Okay. Moving on. I do want to read that. Sarah Sheamus has a new book coming out soon. I don't know when. But, of course, I need to be on top of that. Rise of the Ranger. I don't remember what that was about, but it's got good reviews, so I'll keep it in. This one has really high reviews, but I feel like I've been seeing terrible, terrible thoughts about it. Anyone else? Anyone else? These are also like soon to be released ones I'm curious about, so they'll stay. This is the last book, y'all, for us to look at. See, I went back after seeing like they're insufferable, but someone else said that 8. Oh no. People have problems with the female main character. Ugh. It was like Fourth Wing. I think I'm going to remove it, you guys. I would rather go back and read an older book that feels more worth my time. Oh my gosh, you guys, we did it. We went through literally my entire want to read on Goodreads. And you guys, we have done some damage because our final number here is 186 books. I thought we would only clear off like 50 books. We started with 251 books on this list. Quick math on the screen for you. Thank y'all so much for joining me to clean out my Goodreads. It was so needed. And now that I've done it, even though at times it felt tasking, I feel so relaxed. I feel like I have a good sense of what I want to be picking up. The next step is truly adding my physical TBR to the Goodreads, so that might make that want to read number a lot higher. I wish I didn't have to put it on the want to read, because it's like if I physically own it, I feel like that's its own thing altogether, but that will be a whole nother video, you guys. But I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, or it inspired you to do the same. But with all that said, y'all, I gotta let you go. I gotta love you and leave you. So make sure you leave your comment behind, especially if you are going to take this challenge upon yourself. And subscribe if you enjoyed. Like, come back. Love to see you again. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.